I have kind of a hot take on something that I don't think we hear often enough. So, y'all, we're going to hash it out right now. I really think everybody says that you can't control your happiness, you can't control things, whatever. You can control your happiness. This is how we're going to talk about how to control your happiness today. So, let's freaking dive in. Honestly, I think that so many people say, you can't control this. It's out of your control. Learn to let go, right? I have not behind me. I always look behind me because that's where I used to always have my rainbow bookshelf, you guys, if you remember back in the day. But now it's over here and I'm looking directly at it and I have 20% probably of this like 700 book shelf thing that I have. Probably 20% of these books are about how to let go, how to chill, how to be more calm, right? And I'm down with like the Buddhist concept of things. I love some Thich Nhat Hanh. I love some, what's her name? I'm going to butcher it. Prima. I don't know. Never mind. I'm not even going to try. Love her so much. I'm like looking at all of these books, right? From like Eastern religion, Eastern, like there's so much. I love it all, right? I'm here for the Zen. I'm here for all of this. But my hot take is honestly, we can't be like that all of the time. We still, at the end of the day, are high achieving women who have expectations, who have, success, right? And we want to do things. We're ambitious. We are driven. We are doing it. And sometimes learning to let go and just saying, I'm going to breathe and I'm going to let it go and it's going to be fine isn't going to cut it for us because we need to be able to control. We need to be in control. Sometimes I'm an Aries through and through. I need it, right? That ambition, right? My friend the other day at work, Gemini, sitting there doing her thing, staying so organized, all her different colored pen. Like we are going, right? This is our life. We want to be in control when we can. And I think that to an extent, you can freaking control your happiness. Hey, friend, welcome to the Ready to Rise podcast. This is the podcast for ambitious, successful women who've checked off all the boxes: the career, the routines, the self-help books, and therapy. We've done it all. But if you're still feeling numb, stuck, or like you're just going through the motions, you're in the right place because I've totally been there and I've healed myself using the tools that I now teach. I got certified in them so that I could help other women do the same. I'm your host, Audrey Rose, a registered nurse and somatic life coach, and I'm here to help you stop just coping, stop just going through the motions, and actually start feeling good again in your life, feeling happy again. Each week, we explore nervous system regulation, emotional wellness, and rituals that are rooted in ancient wisdom, ancient practices, so you can stop just going through the motions and stop just getting by and start really feeling lit up and alive and fully plugged in again. This is about real happiness, the kind that fills your body, lights you up, and helps you create a life that you are obsessed to wake up for. So are you ready? Because I'm excited to help you feel like you again. There are times when I am so angry and irritated and pissed off, right? And I message my husband. So my husband's Indian. If you didn't know, now you know. He's got that Eastern, like, let it chill. He calls us both. This is so like personal, but I love it. He calls us the WTFs. I am what the F, and he is with the flow. But it's so true. So I'll text him sometimes and be like, I am freaking out right now. I don't know why. It's because I have more than 3 things on my list right now that I need to get done in a short amount of time. And he'll literally be like, why did you do that to yourself? I don't know, because I had to, okay? I needed to wash the car and drink, a gallon of water and do a workout and eat all my veggies. Like I just had to. But here's the thing. There are times that we can truly control our happiness, and I think that he reminds me of that a lot. So I'm going to give you some of them. Things that we can control, how many things that we're trying to get done in a day. And I know you don't want to hear that because I hate hearing that. I'm not going to tell you to only do one extra thing every day or to only have two things on your to-do list. But something that I've been doing personally that I think really works is I have a running to-do list in my notes app. Okay, this might be overwhelming. This is definitely for like my high achievers, which is probably all of you listening anyway. But I have a notes app that I keep a to-do list that's running. And what I do is I break it down day by day. So I have like Monday, Tuesday, whatever, right? I know Monday is going to be a very heavy day because I have to sleep before night shift and I'm probably not going to, have much time to do things. I've got to sleep during the day and then I've got to go to work. And so that day is probably not going to get anything done. So I have like maybe one thing, wash my car that morning before going back to sleep. Tuesday, I know that I'm getting off of night shift. I'm going to sleep until probably noon or 1 p.m. Okay, cool. We're going to do a workout later and we're going to, clean the house. You see what I'm saying? It's just like putting a few things and kind of like, I have this is how it goes. I have a massive to-do list at the bottom of all of that. And then I pull things up to the top. So I keep a running to-do list, put the priorities on the top of it, put everything down there, and then I pull it up to the top as I go. Monday, I'm doing this. Tuesday, I'm doing that. I think that for me is one of the big ways of controlling my happiness because I know I'm not going to get so overwhelmed that I get to the point where I'm yelling and calling my husband and like, I can't do everything. I'm freaking out. We go with it. I know, hey, I'm not going to freak out because I didn't wash the car today because it's actually on the list for tomorrow. And then giving myself some grace by having to like, okay, I had to remove that from my to-do list. I'm going to put this down to a different spot. But the other ways that really, really have been dramatic for me the last few months have been incorporating new habits. And I know that that's something that we talk about all of the time, but I don't think that we always realize how much of it is in our control. So, for example, I am just like probably all of you, I am so much happier when I'm eating whole foods, when I have my little carrots and cucumbers with avocado. I love to eat that like every day. When I'm eating that, instead of ordering Taco Bell at 2 a.m. because I work night shift, it's not good, right? The thing is, it's in our control. I know that so often we're like, I am so hungry. Let me just get something fast food for delivery to my workplace, whatever. Or, oh, let me just quickly run through the drive-through while I'm running out the door. It is in our control, right? So what I've been doing for myself that's been really helping, and I've been able to stick to, my new goals of things that are making me feel happier by making my body feel better, which is like the veggies, drinking enough water, eating enough fruit as well, and drinking creatine. Oh my God, I'm obsessed now. That's like the new thing. But the way I'm able to stick to that is by having things ready in advance. So I've always been like a meal prep person, but I never used to do it with, all the veggies and the fruits and all of that in the fridge too. I would just do the main meals and then say like, well, if I want veggies, I'll prepare them at that time. That's how they always ended up in the trash. It's back. You guys, I'm so excited. The Rise Summit is back. If you caught us last year, you already know this free summit is where it's at. I have over 40 speakers, 40 speakers, experts in health and wellness, relationships, just overall living your best life. They are coming to chat with us about all things happiness. I literally have women that know so much about all kinds of the aspects of our lives that can cause us to feel really miserable or really just basically not like ourselves. So this summit serves to help you come back into feeling like you again, to be you again, to really find your happiness and feel like yourself again. So come and join us for free. All of the information is in my link in my bio or down below in the show notes, so you can come and join us once again, absolutely 100% free. And I ordered fast food or I went through a drive-through on my way to work to eat something that wasn't going to help me with my happiness goals in the end because it wasn't going to fuel my body correctly, right? So I've been doing this like meal prep thing where I have in my fridge like the stacks of, clear Tupperware containers, and I do my peeled, chopped, whatever, cucumbers Carrots, same thing. Then I have, I always do like grapes and strawberries. Boom. And then a lot of times I've been doing that for like my snack for work. I just make like a little bento box thing where I have, maybe some cubed cheese, hard boiled eggs, grapes, carrots, whatever. And it's been working so well because I'm able to stick to that because it's so easy. And that brings me back to like this thought process that some of these things really are in my control, right? I know for a fact I feel sluggish and grumpy and slow when I'm eating very poorly, although it feels good in the minute, to have a dopamine rush and to like eat something I probably shouldn't. And it's great on the taste buds. But in the long term, I noticed that makes me feel like crap. So I took that into my control, did the meal prepping of the veggies and the fruits, etc. And I've been actually able to stick to it and eat them at work a lot more often, or, during my day a lot more often. Same thing with water. I was like, hey, I'm not getting enough water and I feel so crappy when you're dehydrated, right? When you're not drinking enough. So what's my recommended water intake? Okay, figure that out. And then let's set a goal I have like a daily habit app. Let's set a goal. And then I track it throughout the day so that every time I drink, I finish my water bottle or whatever, I add it to the tracker and I'm like, okay, cool. Like we are going to make the goal. And yeah, you're not going to be 100% perfect. And there is some grace that has to come with that so that doesn't make you unhappy, but feeling better by knowing that I'm taking better care of myself. It's in our control, right? Our schedules may not be 100% in our control. We can't always, change our work schedule or something like that, or whatever's going on with the kids or, popping up with your husband, right? I get that. But then on the day-to-day, when it's a full day off for you, adding something in, making it a non-negotiable, right? When I have a full day off, we're absolutely going to get outside and hike, right? We're absolutely going to get to the ocean, right? Those are the things that light me up personally, and I don't know what they are for you. Maybe it's like, I always say it's like making sourdough, or I picture my sister because she does like the other kind of hobbies that I don't do, right? Making sourdough, she like helps like rescue animals or whatever. Like if she sees like a missing dog, she'll go like looking for it, but it makes her so happy. So like check those kinds of things out, right? What really lights you up? Schedule it, make time for it, right? Seeing your friends. I just literally wrote down like all the friends I haven't seen in a while. And I was like, okay, like one by one, we're going to check that off the list, making plans with everybody. Because you think that you are going to have time for these things, right? We think it's going to naturally fit into our schedule. Like, okay, of course I'm going to see Shannon every Friday. And of course I'm going to go visit Stephanie once a month. But we don't. We have to plan for it. We have to kind of control it a little bit. So this is me telling you that a little bit of control is fine, okay? I think that just social media, all of the, quote unquote gurus out there, they're all telling us to just slow down, go be isolated in a mountain, in a cabin in the mountains. And I don't think that that's really going to work for us. So we got to take these matters into our own hands and have a little bit of control over the daily activities, the weekly activities, monthly activities that bring us into a state of happiness. Hey friend, I am so excited to pop in here really quick and announce that the Rise retreats are back. So if you've been feeling exhausted or irritated or like you just overall lost your spark, but you can still go to work and crush it, right? Pick up the kids, do all the things. Then you feel later like you're just going through the motions, right? You're numbing with wine, you're leaving all your friends on red, you're yelling at your husband because he cannot find the ketchup again. Like, absolutely, I've been there because it's right in front of his face, honestly. But still, right? This is the sign that your nervous system is trying to just tell you that it's overwhelmed. It can't take anymore, right? And I know that this is trending on Instagram, but the thing is, you really don't need to just quit your career that you've worked your brains off for, right? No. So it's time to just process some of the stress, regulate our nervous system, reset, so that we can hear ourselves again, right? We can relax, we can feel like ourselves again. And Some of us don't really know where to start. Like that was me a few years ago on my burnout journey. I had no idea where to start when I started to feel all of these things, exhausted, irritated, all of that. And that is what Rise retreats are for. So we are going to be meeting for a 3-day experience. This retreat is going to be in the hills of Castro Valley, California. It's so freaking gorgeous. This is like a huge, beautiful gated house up in the, mountains. We have all of these really beautiful balconies that are like in the trees. I can't even explain. Like, pictures are on IG. You have to check it out because it is freaking gorgeous. We are going to be meeting October 9th through 11th, and there are just very limited spots. I keep them very intimate so that I can truly dive in with each of you and kind of tailor the experience, right? A few spots are already taken. I know. And the link is in the show notes, or, DM me personally so that we can connect. We can get on a little coffee chat and just find out if it's a good fit for you. And you can come and join us. So write down a couple of those things. That's your homework. Write down a couple of those things. If it sparked something in you, to go chop up your cucumbers and your carrots so that they're easier to access, or maybe going out and reaching out to a couple of friends and scheduling that coffee date. Or, I learned this, I think, it was from Ed Milet, but I forget how often he said he does this though. I want to say it was once a week, but he makes sure, I think it's every day, he messages 2 friends. Like he texts 2 friends every day, something like that. I'm not sure if I'm correct on, all of that, but anyway, something like that. And that sparked something in me where I was like, I feel like I don't have time to do that. Plus I see a lot of my friends at work and I'm always at work. So, okay. But I make sure that there's one day, and I'm not going to say it, you guys will figure it out for yourself if you're getting all my texts, but one day every single week, I always text 2 friends. Always catch up with 2 friends that I'm not seeing often, trying to make plans, doing stuff like that. But write down a list for yourself, the things that make you happy that we can incorporate a little bit more into our daily, weekly, monthly life. Okay. And of course, to get further, I go in detail with this at my retreats. I have a little moment. We always do this and I love doing it. I do an inventory, and I'll, I don't want to share everything here, but it's something that we do at the retreats. And I love to do this on a little bit more of an individualized basis where we kind of go through everything. We kind of look at life. We kind of see if there's something that we can cut, see what we can add, and really get into it. And I love getting to do that with people on just, like a more, closer basis. So of course we do so many other things at the retreats too, the somatic healing, all of the things. I am currently booking all of the events, the little mini events that we're going to be doing and creating the schedule, but it's happening in October and I do have some spots left and I want you to come. Okay. It is such a freaking vibe, you guys. You have no idea. Like, we're healing, we're growing, we're doing things together. We're getting very vulnerable and open, which is so beautiful. It's not scary. It feels scary at first, but once you get through it, you're like, okay, yeah, this is cool. I love this. And then we bond. And it's just such a beautiful thing to see women from different generations, different walks of life, different cultures to come together and completely bond. Usually it's over s'mores at the end. We have mocktails and s'mores usually at the end of each night. And we just kind of hang out, and it's like pajamas, chill. We've done our healing. We've done our crying. We've done all of the things all day. And then we just come together and it's like we get to laugh and play and just grow. And these bonds stay for life. I mean, so many of these women are still messaging each other and calling each other. And it's just beautiful. It's just the most beautiful place, if I do say so myself. So hope that you'll join us. Call me, DM me, message me, email me, whatever. Send a smoke signal if you want to get in, because I do have some spots left and they do go fast. I have sold out every retreat I've ever hosted and I don't plan to stop. So I love you. I will see you next time. Thank you for tuning in to another amazing episode of the Ready to Rise podcast. It means so much to me to have you here and to get to share all of this with you. If this one resonated, literally just send this to a friend, share it with her right now, because there's so many women out there who really need this information. And I would also love it if you could take a quick screenshot, throw it up on Instagram, tag me at Hello Audrey Rose so that I can connect with you and get to know you. But thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you so much. Have a blessed and beautiful day, and I will see you next time.